Welcome back to the Tomb. I'm your host, Tut, and as I said before, welcome back to the Tomb. I'm having a little bit of a problem. It's called I'm exhausted. And I'm going extremely slow. I'm not really back to whatever I need to do for myself. But I had to understand that we do need to record this episode.
Long time in the making. Oh God.
Extremely long time in the making. Oh my fucking God. No.
Talk about it next week.
What are you talking about? Next week.
Oh yeah, you got me. Just text me.
We were supposed to record this
literally 2 months ago. Oh God.
Yes, we were supposed to record this 2 months ago. But it happens. Like, you're not always gonna be able to get everything you want regarding your episodes and stuff like that. But it's fine. Scheduling, editing, timing, it's just the works. But no, as I say before, I hope this is a long-standing podcast that everyone can love, enjoy, and embrace, and be able to spit on. Spit on and tell their stories, because I love to hear stories and stuff like that. For real. What is going on? All right. But no.
With gentle hands.
With ladies. With gentle hands. Oh my God. God bless Drake.
God bless Anita Maxwin.
Ladies with gentle hands.
Anita Maxwin.
There you go. I had to hit the high pitch with it.
Voila. Okay.
Voila! You're not gonna say. We're off to a good start.
But no, I want to introduce our very special guest. As we said before, it's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
This is pretty much my sister from this school, DMV born, raised.
Yes, sir.
Out here with them all.
Money and murder.
Oh my fucking God. This is Sarah.
Hi guys, I'm Sarah. I obviously go to Norwich, as great as it sounds, but this is my older brother, Tut, King Tutter. So we about to give you guys a good episode today. So, slay. Oh my God.
So this is part 2 of
We the Athletes.
I don't really know. You know what? Yeah.
Or we can just make it up as we go.
No.
On God.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So the thing is, normally I do like the little drum roll. This is part 2 of We the Athletes. And I normally am like the drum roll, yada yada yada, and there's like part 2. To be honest, this is actually, this is the first part 2 that I actually recorded.
It's because I'm special. It's because it's me. I'm her. Thank you.
Period. But no, this is the first
in a
part
not
2 that I
condescending
actually like recorded on purpose, planned out, and actually said what I was gonna do. Yeah. And we actually did it.
There we go.
Make your dreams come true.
You get it so inspirational. About to hit with the life is good quotes.
Life is good. You know what I mean?
Life is good.
Okay. You know those shirts that hit the life is good? Always, you go start creating your own slogan.
I have so many slogans.
Bro, you're going to start dropping them throughout the podcast. You might as well start making merch. Them bitches would sell.
Word counter.
Hey, somebody get that in the back. We need somebody to type up this shit as we talk.
I'm not going to lie. Dog, like, recording in the last episode, it was perfectly fine. Yeah. And I loved everyone was in the room. But Derek...
Oh, God! When he got yelling, I know.
I'm not going to let... The shit that he says,
I know.
I was like...
He says a lot of, out-of-pocket shit. Did he know you were recording?
Yes!
And you told him specifically, I'm recording. Don't say anything out of pocket.
Like I tried to explain that to him, but he just wasn't getting it.
Did he not want to get it, or he just purposely didn't get it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It'd be like that.
It made me start something that I honestly think is going to be pretty funny going forward.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a little wild that I had to do that.
Yeah.
But you'll see it when the
episode drops. I got
when the
you.
episode drops.
Nah, it's okay.
But no, one of my inspirations from it was something from Adult Swim. Well, I take a lot of inspiration from Adult Swim in general, but there was this episode. Well, not episode. There's this TV show where it's like, instead of like letting people just curse and like say slurs and shit like that, they just like, or, like the guitar. I forgot exactly what show that the name is, but oh my god, I love that show. I'll probably make a cut to it, but oh my god, I love that show. Cut to the clip. Cut to the clip.
It's the hot new band. Get the hint.
Get the hence. Name.
Sounds like Christian Rick. Get the hint. Wow, what does the guys with the dreads does?
I'm the DJ, bitch.
Yo, I'm the singer, rapper. I could do both, son.
Rap rock band with the DJ.
Yeah.
But no, so we're gonna start.
Yes, sir.
Going.
I don't know how I should position my legs. Like I keep feeling like I'm slouching and I don't want to slouch.
You're okay.
Nah, but like I'm talking about me because I don't want to be like, hey, I'm slouching.
Twin, this is literally America's safe place, safe space podcast.
What the fuck am I talking about? As if Americans don't be doing this every time they sit in a chair.
Ah! Yeah, no.
You start playing the Star Spangled Banner. Not copyrighted. Actually, it's not. Like we discovered. It's over 100 years old.
Yes.
The dude who wrote it is dead. So now it's free to the public.
Having beef with dead people is crazy.
It's crazy. Crazy. Knock on the tomb.
Knock on the tomb.
Yo, let me use that real quick.
Open the door.
Yeah.
Take that bitch. I want that more. But no, I'm pretty sure you guys already know the topics.
Yeah.
But
we're going
to like the student athlete experience, mental health stigmas in sports, common mental health issues, support systems, athlete identity, success stories and coping strategies, policy and advocacies, parental and coaching perspectives, mental health resources, and as we always do, personal motherfucking experience. But
can't wait.
But we're gonna start with something that I'm gonna make more practical. Take that from my brother, but we're gonna make it more useful and like actually like get more comfortable doing it. The first question is a random question.
Yeah, hit it. Come on.
How are you feeling today?
Depends on how you're. I mean, I'll just answer real quick. Well, I just got out of practice, so I'm sore and tired as fuck because I had classes. Honestly, my schedule goes from like usually Mondays and Wednesdays I go from 10 to 3:15, but Fridays my teacher don't have like that last class, so I got 4 classes. But on top of it, I just decided to stay in Andrews because that's where my last class was at. By the way, Andrews is the athletic building. Yeah. If y'all don't know. I just stayed there till practice, and when we went out to practice, fucking brick outside, as per usual, living in Vermont.
It's probably like 30-some degrees.
And to these people, this is warm.
It is pretty warm, I'm not gonna lie.
For Vermont. Let's not get it twisted. Because the other day, my mom decided to call me and was like, I want to just let you know, it's 70 degrees in Washington, D.C. Mom, why are you letting me know that right now? I'm crying. I had to send you a screenshot that it was 34 degrees here?
Nah.
No.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The day it hit like -20.
Oh, God. You could actually, you know that fucking thing where it's like you hear your bones like that noise that goes like that's us.
Honestly, if I can edit it in, then yes.
Edit it in, yeah. Like, no, Q, edit it in right now.
Cut the weight.
Yeah.
But no,
But yeah, no, overall today though, like I've had a good day. It's just I'm sore, man. Earlier I had to do cupping to my neck and I couldn't even fucking turn my head.
Mm-hmm.
Constantly keeping the head on the swivel. That's that lacrosse IQ.
How was you yesterday?
Ass. It was good, but oh no, actually yesterday was not ass. I forgot. Yesterday was No, I'm thinking back to Wednesday because Wednesday was our day off. Yesterday wasn't that bad. It just sucks. I hate because we usually have practice then lift on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but yesterday they decided to switch it up because I think you guys like were scrimmaging or whatever, and we had practice from 5 to 7. Just no, man. Like especially because like I get so tired, like I don't want to do anything. I just want to go sleep, and then like the next day do the same shit. It's literally like there's cut to a shirt that literally says same shit different day. This is what we do here. On
Same
God.
shit, different day.
On God, as an athlete, it is literally same shit, different day. You can never be like, I wake up and I want to do something spontaneous today. Nah, you cannot. Like, you
What?
literally have to do. On God, as an athlete, like, unless it's your day off, then yeah.
What? No, I just fit into my schedule.
No, I'm talking about, like, for me, because of how packed my class schedule is. Like,
How many credits are you taking?
I take, like, close to 18.
And I've taken 21 for the last 2 semesters.
Hell no. No,
You
but
just
mine are
find the
just
time.
no, but some of my classes are just like, 3-hour labs and shit like that. And sometimes they like want you to stay and do all this shit. Like literally Thursday, yesterday, I woke up at 8 a.m. to cut open a fucking cow's heart. I got the picture. Oh God. Like the heart was like this big. And I'm like, we doing this. And then right after that, I was supposed to have free time, but I had to go make up a chem quiz. And then on top of that, then right after that, then I had left. And then I have a good period where, like, I can do spontaneous shit, but I'm just so tired that I just want to sleep. So that's the thing. Like, yes, we do have time to do spontaneous shit, but you just get so tired that you just want to just lay down. Because your shins will not move.
Nah, that's very fucking real. Right now, I got the worst case of tendonitis right now. I don't know what's going on. Like, I did have a bone bruise. But that's not that bad. It could be worse.
No, what was worse was that...
Acetaminophen. That's the twin for real.
No, but what was worse, though, because, like I said, how we, like, lifted before we practiced, we did a full body workout. Bench press, squat, like, everything, like, broad jump, fucking ski jump, everything. Pull-ups, all that. And then on top of it, you go to practice, condition, everything. If my coach is watching, I'm not complaining. Thank you for putting us through. We're going to be great this season. On God. But nah, like for real though, like there was days where like we did, bro, when they hit you with that BB split squat, on God, you feel it right here. I was walking back. I'm gonna just stand up real quick. I was walking back like this from Andrews. 5-minute walk took me like 10 minutes.
Motherfuckers started doing that.
On God. That's how it be. On God.
No, I can understand that. It's real rough. It's real rough.
But it's worth it at the end, on God, because you make like good friendships and stuff.
True that. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be burnt. Like, you talking about spontaneous, but like I do, like pretty much everything I do is spontaneous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like most of the classes and stuff, I'll be like, yeah, we're gonna go to class. We're gonna do what we need to do.
You don't end up going to class, do you?
No, I do.
Okay.
I go to all my classes.
Look at me in the eye and say you go to all your classes.
I go to all my classes.
Okay, yes you do. I'm proud.
What's the name? I do.
You what? That's what you be like.
I do be late sometimes. No, one of the teachers that I have, well, almost all of my teachers actually, we just cool as shit. And I have like multiple overlaps on my schedule. So like when I say like there is levels to this shit, like there are
like
you're
levels?
taking there's but no, like you're taking like 18 credits, but I'm taking 21 credits and I have overlaps. So literally I have a class that I stay there for like 30 minutes. Then I have to sprint down to another class, go there for 30 minutes. And then I gotta hope that class is still going on.
I know what you mean. On God, bro. Because not all my classes are in one building. I know. Trust me. Because, like, one time, like, most of the time, actually, my teacher in Andrews, he'll just continue to talk and go over the time. And then I gotta sprint to my next class. And then I'm scared. Because this one teacher that I have twice a week, she hits me with, you guys have 3 absences excuse absences the entire semester. And the first day I was late. The first day, actually, I didn't show up to class. The first day we had class because my flight got canceled because of the snowstorm. And she told everybody in class, guys, Sarah's using her first excuse, absence. I'm like, bro, what? How is that my fault that my flight got canceled?
Wait, you only get 3 excused up? Bull job. That's not how it works.
That's how she works. I don't
That's
know.
not how it works. If you have an excused absence, you have an excused absence.
Or no, I mean it's like 3 unexcused. I mean, my bad.
Yeah, 3 unexcused
Yeah.
absences, but that's excused.
I don't know, man. That's how she be talking.
No, I don't like that. That's fucked up.
I know. On God.
If you're taking a flight, then
And
you're
the
taking
class,
a flight.
I swear to God, if you took the class, you would see how much of a waste of time it is.
What
'Cause
class is this?
It's it's like fundamentals of epidemiology, it's the study of diseases. So like, go to class. I get Monday though. Monday makes sense because like she's teaching us everything, all that. Wednesday class don't make fucking sense at all because we do the project, we do the assignment for the week, submit the thing before it's due on Wednesday of class, and then during class she literally just goes over it and gives everybody the answers. So what's the point of us coming if you're just gonna upload the answers later to Noodle? I swear. And she drives over an hour and a half for this class. Make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense.
Some people.
She lives all the way in Rutland.
Some people got that. Some people just enjoy shit like that.
I
I
don't
love
know.
teaching.
Fuck that shit. Oh, I swear, no, because the first
Well, actually,
the first couple of Ned's the classified on God. No, I swear, but the first day of class, like the classes or like the couple first weeks, she just always looked like she was about to cry, bro. On God, like she always just looked like she was so fearful to fucking just raise her voice and talk. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't understand these people.
fearful is crazy.
Fearful is accurate, not crazy.
Oh my God. You know.
But the more
No,
actually, but backtrack anything. I actually like her though because I messed up on the assignment this week and she still gave me a 5 out of 5.
Oh.
So she come in clutch.
That is very good. That's very good. Give me a second. I just realized I didn't turn on my ADO logs.
It's okay.
So, with me and my whole naval contract and stuff like that, we have this thing where we have mandated time that I have to do for study periods.
Mm-hmm.
Especially me being like,
This is
a
your
bad
study period?
student. Yeah, it's not really a study period.
Or you treat it as a study period?
Yeah, no, I'm supposed to I'm supposed to document the fact that I did certain amount of time to do certain amount of things.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is sick, which is very, very sick. So, like, I have to just send this off and explain, like, hey, this is what I did. This is how I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
But this is also something that athletes do in general at our university, where we have, like, study hall periods. But I'm pretty sure that's everywhere.
Yeah. That was only me, though, in high school, though. We don't have any type of study halls here. I think it's only the football team that usually had it because a lot of those guys would just get bad grades.
No, you're not wrong at all. You are not wrong at all.
Because, I don't know, at least our team, like, they stay on top of their stuff to where our coach never has to be on our butts about it.
I can understand that.
But no, in high school, it was, like, a mandatory, like, period that you kind of had to have a study hall. It was, like, yeah, it was in middle school, and you never had that, like, growing up in D.C.?
No.
Y'all never had study halls?
I had, like, straight A's and B's.
Or, like, free period?
Oh, no, free period. I just left.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can
I
leave,
just-
obviously, but, like...
No, so the thing was, like, especially towards, like, my junior, senior year, what I did was I did community service hours. And I would work with my, like, trainer. Well, not my athletic trainer. My, what's that shit called? Words. Add it to the counter. So I would work with, like, my athletic... What the fuck is it called?
Trainer, PT person?
No.
Something?
Oh, my God. I feel so disrespectful. I'm sorry, Coach Gore.
Coach?
No, he was one of our coaches, but the AD.
Oh, athletic director.
Yeah, that's what it was. I'm sorry, Coach. He probably gonna get me.
He gonna
first.
whoop your ass.
He gonna get me.
He gonna whoop his ass.
Don't hurt me. I'm scared. But no, like I would work with him and I would like do all my lacrosse stuff, like pretty much because I was doing like captain shit.
Yeah.
Like since my junior year, because I understood that like I wanted to be captain, and it's like I would love to do that shit here, but like, I guess I'm just not where I'm supposed to be at. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It'd be like that, bro. But don't ever let those things like set you back.
I wouldn't say it sent me back.
Or like get in your head to like allow it to set you back. Is what I mean.
True that.
Because we all be getting in our own head sometimes.
Raw. Very raw.
It's just the school does it to you. Oh God.
Bam, bam.
I'll just have you guys know we do go to school in the middle of nowhere. The
I
nearest
wouldn't say
McDonald's
the middle
is.
of nowhere.
Hold up. 1 second. The nearest McDonald's is 20 minutes away. So if you don't have a car, bye bye. Oh God.
Yeah, we were actually talking about that.
And there's no Chick-fil-A? Bro.
I can't go to Chick-fil-A.
Oh. Is it because they're
I
against?
don't know if they're on the block list.
Are they?
mean, I don't really know.
Are they? Are they? If they are, then fuck them fuckers.
I don't really know if they.
No, they're not. They're Mormon. They're not Jewish.
Okay.
Nah. Nah, but free Palestine, though. We could talk about that, too. Because I want to get a lot off my chest.
I can't get political.
Then cut that.
But you are entitled to your opinion.
But no, free Palestine.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
So now we're going to the actual questions.
Yeah.
Pretty much we're going into the student-athlete experience.
Of course.
And the first question is, how do you personally navigate and balance the demands of academics and the athletic, like, daily life? So pretty much what you were just talking about before.
I mean, honestly, it's been a normal thing since high school for me. Because I started playing sports my freshman year of high school. And it was just the normal of, like, I kind of, like, if I wanted to just do something, I just went after it. Like, I just had that drive. Because, like, in high school, I was, like, a goody two-shoes. I never went out to parties. I never drank. I never really did shit at all. And, like, so, like, sports was, like, my only outlet that I really had. So I, like, focused in, especially because, like, when I was new to sports, like, I never played basketball and I wanted to try out. I never played soccer, I wanted to try out. But I made both the teams just because, like, every day I went to pick up and I, like, did what I had to do. And so then just working that into my schedule, especially with the class load that I had, it really wasn't that bad in their schedules because we would have practice every single day after class, like 4 to 6, or if you're on JV, sometimes which is like if you weren't playing soccer, like for the basketball season, I had to come back and like do all those things. So it honestly wasn't even that bad. And then waking up again, have to go to be at school at like 8:15 because that's when school used to start until they changed it to like 9:15, like my senior year or like my my senior year because junior year was COVID. But yeah, same thing for my senior year too. Like I just because what became harder though.
I just need to stretch my leg.
What?
Because my legs
Can we
started
talk
cramping
about?
out.
I'm sorry, I know I'm talking, but can we talk about this fucker's leg? Can no one see it?
No one can see my leg.
No one can see it?
No.
It's just stretch that like this.
Matter of fact, I'll make a cut to it. And I'll just take a picture of it.
Oh god.
Also, so, your boo bear's calling you.
No, not my boomer, it's my dad.
Oh, Papa!
Ready? I'll say hi. Hi, for a podcast.
Womp womp.
Okay. Okay, I love you. Khudafiz. Bye.
Nah, my legs started cramping up and shit.
But yeah, no, I hope you don't cramp. Stretch. If you want to walk around, it's okay. But yeah, no, senior year, though, became a little bit harder because I was going to 2 different high schools because I was trying to be certified in, because there's this one high school in my county that you had to apply to that everybody, out of all the high schools, like, here, I'll just backtrack. So you know the difference, there's like A days and B days, right? So on A days, I would go to my regular high school, do my, it's okay, let it out. It's okay. I was burping too. It's okay.
Excuse me.
Yes, females burp. Yes. Just had to say that. I hope like people don't in the comments. Ew, you burped. Like yes, human bodily functions are normal.
Bodily functions. Let's get it going. My fault.
No, just the way you said it sounded like Squidward. But yeah, no. So on my regular A days, I would go to do my regular classes like math, English, history, whatever. And then on my B days, I would go to this other high school to do what I wanted to be certified in, which was health informatics, which is the program I got into, which is health IT. It's like basically like healthcare on the computer, like inputting like their charts and all that shit. So when I was doing that and playing basketball at the same time, like it became very busy to where like I ended up actually failing one of my classes. On God, it was an online class though. Like, because the course load was so bad. Shoot, we would have to submit a project every week. It was that bad because it was an online class, and I didn't know. So, but listen, the first semester I got an F in the class, and I was so pissed because it dropped down. My GPA was like at a 3.99, and it dropped it down like to a 3.89 or like a 3. 7-ish. And then I ended up retaking the class my spring semester, got an A, which I was happy about, but it only bumped it up to a 3.89, which I was so pissed because I'm like, if I didn't fail that class, I probably would have got a 4.0.
Honey, I want you to understand.
Which is not a big deal. It's not a big deal, trust. But in high school, like, that was just because, like, it was always drilled into my head, like, you have to get good grades, you have to get good grades, you know, you got to do this. But listen, guys, C's get degrees. It is okay. I still graduated. I still applied to, like, 10 different colleges. I got into a lot of other colleges, too. So I even got into, like, VCU back at home. But honestly, I just didn't end up going because of money-wise. Like, not that I couldn't afford it, but just because, like, college in itself is just expensive. Like, it's just bullshit. There is no reason for us to. If we can pay to apply, you should just let us in. If your process is that, like, cutthroat to where you're like, I don't know if you can be able to come to this school. Being so serious. Like, here, at least they hit you with scholarships, but at the end of the day, they still are money hungry.
Extremely.
Because they're what? In debt. But you didn't hear from me. Yeah, yes, you did.
Oh my god. But no, yeah, no, in high school, I was a good kid, don't get me wrong. Like J Rotty, all that. Jesus.
Yeah, no, I forgot. I did that shit too. I'm sorry, I didn't even hit your foot, but I did that shit too. I joined my sophomore year.
Like I did all that shit.
I was
but
a
I
J
was
Rotty
not a 4.0 student. Oh my god. I be thinking about that shit all the time. Cause I'm like, damn.
Where did we go wrong?
I wouldn't say we
I'm
were
just messing with
wrong, but more like, how did I let this shit slide?
You know why though? Because they don't tell you, bro. They don't tell you that it all starts from your freshman year. Because it's the same thing here. Because, like, my freshman year, obviously, I let loose. I have fun type shit. Like, but that ended up me causing to, like, lower my GPA. And now I'm trying to bring it back up. Which is so stupid, though. I hate that people try to determine you by your grade. Because there are so many smart people out there that honestly just can't take a test, like, if their life depends on it. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, on God. Some days I be wondering how I memorize shit with my memory. Because sometimes I'll be in the middle of a sentence and then I'll be like, what the fuck was I saying?
So, what I do personally is, like, there's, like, 2 different study methods. There's, like, trying to remember it
Active
for, like,
recall
lifelong.
or whatever.
Yeah, and then just, like, regurgitation of information. So, like, if you ever get a chance to, like, get your hands on the actual exam,
on God,
or if you, like, get the opportunity to, like, actually see something where it's, like, he actually gives you a study guide for it, or she, or they,
them,
the
all pronouns. Trust me, this is going towards DC.
Yeah, but
we know who our president is.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep going political.
You're fine. You're fine. Hell is so fucking hot. That's why they call me Hell on Earth.
You guys are gonna start seeing him sweat in a second.
I'm gonna just break down. But no, as I was saying before, fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
you're talking about the study methods.
Yeah, so the 2 study methods. So I'm really good at regurgitating information, but I will not remember it.
On God, I will agree to that because when I study for my bio like lab exams last semester, it was like for anatomy. You smiling at the phone?
I thought I was getting money. Broke niggas unite.
Broke 5 broke. We ain't got it. Broke 5 broke. We ain't got it.
Moment of silence. But yeah, no. Because I used to do the same thing. Like, the night before the exam, I would study it. I would match I would, like, you know, cut the, what's it called? I would print out the lab, and I would cut the pictures out, and I would put them on my notebook, and I would label them. And I'd memorize them. And then, after the exam, I would forget about what the hell I even studied.
So, that's the thing.
But nah, I'd still get 100 on the exam.
Yeah, you get 100.
Yeah, but
you have
I don't
no
remember
idea
shit.
what you just went over.
Exactly.
That's
a week later, I don't remember shit because I had to do the same thing for a different part of the.
No, that's how I am with a lot of stuff. But it's like.
That's why I hate. On God, like, I'm sorry guys, but like, honestly, college is such a huge fucking scam. Let's talk about that.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I wouldn't say that.
No, to like those, like, for certain people, because like,
yes,
I swear to God, because there's like, it just depends on you. Obviously, like, if you need to go to college for a certain career, like, obviously go do you. But college is not required for every career, especially when you feel like you're just learning a bunch of, make up believe information that has nothing to do with what you want to do. Especially like here, sometimes they will literally make you take classes that you don't even need to know about just so you can get your degree. So you're literally just paying extra money for BS.
I'm a psych major taking physics.
That's what I'm saying.
Calculus-based physics.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a health science major taking elementary statistics.
You do need
I don't need stats.
Yes, you do.
I don't need stats. I took stats in high school.
You do need stats.
I took stats in high school.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I love my teacher. Don't get me wrong. But there's some classes, like even last semester, I took fucking pre-calc.
You really do need pre-calc.
No. In the real life as a doctor, I'm sorry, but none of those people, the nurses do most of the work. The doctor literally just comes in and says, "How are you?" "Okay, you're good." The nurse does everything else.
But no,
It's so serious.
So I was actually talking to one of my mans. It was like quite literally just a conversation where it was like we were explaining like what's the level that we need to like stop really like paying attention to this math shit if it's not really a thing.
Oh God.
I personally would say like algebra 2.
Oh God.
Like I stopped there.
Well, no, it's the minute you start going into imaginary numbers.
No.
I'm sorry, but when we start doing imaginary numbers, why are we focusing on shit that's not even there? I'm sorry.
You're okay.
It's just no. I need a second.
You're
Sorry, just like no, because math like just doesn't math, bro. It don't math. It don't. Especially like and sometimes it's not even the course. It's literally the person that teaches it to you. Because some of the teachers like just don't have a good curriculum. Just don't know how to talk to people that are younger than them. That just don't know how to be like, hey, like it's especially because they don't have teaching degrees. A lot of them have they have a degree in like what they are actually teaching in, but they just don't know how to apply it onto students. That's why some of the professors here are BS. But that's why that you'll only like maybe one or two of your professors, and it's like, hey, what you are teaching me, I'm actually learning. That's what again makes it so hard to then come back as an athlete, because then you're like, oh, now I have to make time out of my busy schedule to go and meet with a tutor or go and meet with somebody for help hours. And then like even when you do that, sometimes like the teacher will still be like giving you BS, and you're just like, dude, I just give up.
So would you say like these are like some of the challenges that you go through?
On God, like especially though, like with Chem was my biggest challenge, but I found like a tutor that like was in my class. That he's no longer in my class this semester, but he is like really straight. Like he will like just actually take the time and like break it down to me and actually make it sense. And when I do it with him, it makes sense. When I like listen to my teacher, it doesn't make sense. It is just the way you like honestly just break it down to people. Like I know it's only classes only Professor Kirkland.
I don't know that.
And not the Costco brand Kirkland. He does not own anything.
I don't know that, man.
Yeah. You know. Trust me, you don't need to know that, man. There are other better chem professors, but they just, I don't know, man. Even like with bio, when everybody had to like, there's business majors that literally had to take bio. Like, that makes it serious. They just be piling all this crap in your face, and they expect you to do it all, especially when your coach. Yeah, for real. Especially when your coach is like, I expect you to be here and do this and do this and do this. And then I also expect you to make sure you get your work done and do this and do this. But you guys are also practicing 6 days a week with 1 day off. And then on that 1 day off, you just want to just literally do nothing but lay down. Like you have no motivation. And then you're like, oh shit, now I have to do the same shit throughout this whole week. But honestly, when I'm out there on that field though, like it's great. It's great. But it's just when it comes to school and that, like with such a busy schedule, especially because the season's starting with games and then you have to leave early and then you have to be like, what did I miss? And all that shit is just like, that's the only thing that's like kind of like getting to me a little bit. But I know that when it comes though, I'll be fine. Because there's nothing that God won't put in your way that you can't tackle. So you chilling. We chilling. On God, just let life happen and relax.
One of the things that, so as you said earlier, this was an off-screen conversation.
Yeah.
But remember how like Coach had like the little brief meeting thing?
Yeah.
So we went through like a bunch of breathing exercises, yada yada. Yada.
We did the same shit. We're over here in the locker room going like, and you just overhear some girls with their snot going like, and then I don't even want to blow out because the snot just go come out, but you get the gist.
But no, So
And they're like, oh, it brings you down to this level. And then like they were like, okay, now we want energy from you guys. I'm like, you just calmed us down. Like what? Doing that real quick. Sorry, side note. I cannot hear out of my left ear now.
you're fine. You're fine. But no.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't like.
Nah, you're okay. You're okay.
You're gonna probably see
But
me
no,
doing
like,
this for
we
the rest
did
of the
it,
episode.
and it was cool. It was cool. I fell asleep a little bit, and like midway, I like started editing because I was falling asleep. But he told us like write what you were thinking about, and one of the things that like I thought about was like my approach to like life.
Yeah.
Don't be the chicken.
Yeah.
So the meaning behind that is like when I play lacrosse, like my goal is to make you look as stupid as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as a defender.
Deep holes, no.
Like my goal is to make you look as stupid as possible. So like messing you up, making you think you're like in control and all that shit. Like there's another quote. It's running with
running with your head cut off.
Yeah, it's the chicken.
Yeah, with the head cut off. Yeah.
So don't be the chicken.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
So like you cause the person to like like.
Trust me. And I used to be that chicken because I used to not like. Honestly, guys, like this is I've always wanted to play lax, but like this is honestly like my first ever year playing it, and there is such progression because sometimes I'll go on Huddle, which is like our team thing where you can like watch like your practices or games and stuff like that. So like I'll watch like how, like the difference between like October and now is like so drastic. Like I've come such a long way, and that's why like on God, like even switching back to even like mental health and shit like that. Like I used to get in my head so much that it's like that's why sometimes I used to dread going. I'm like. I know I have to go to prove myself, but like I don't want to keep looking like an idiot. But when you realize that though, what you do to yourself, you just take a step back and you're like, okay, there needs to be more than enough times that I have to do this without everybody there. So like I even used to ask him to go and do stuff. We would go and we even did one with like an Instagram live where we were doing shit. And he had my ass like huffing and puffing and type shit. Like,
now you understand.
But now I understand.
Don't be the chicken.
Exactly, I do.
Our goal, especially as a defender, is to make other people look stupid.
Yeah.
But like,
especially make sure that all their nerves in their arm like are gone.
I don't know about that.
Pressing on the hip.
But no.
Well, no extend though. Can't extend. I may do that mistake a lot though, which will be fixed.
But no, like quite literally, the way I look at it is not even just like a cross thing, but like a life thing. Like don't be the chicken. It's like kind of one of the things where it's just like. Yeah, no, I need to like be calm. I need to be composed. Like, yes, I can have my fun. Yes, I can be goofy and laughy and shit like that.
But then there's a time to lock in and dial in.
No, I'm still laughing.
No, you know what I mean. Like lock in and dial in. Like, don't be a chicken to like being scared to get your shit done, doing things that you need to do for yourself, being selfish, all those things. Like, there's a time and place for everything, obviously. But like, that quote could be said about everything. Like, don't be a chicken to like, oh, I want to sleep in bed all day. So, like, no, don't be a chicken to get up early and be productive. Like, all those things. It honestly just, goes back to your own character and what you want for yourself, honestly. And I think that this sport honestly produces you to be a better person because you're constantly in motion. You're constantly, like, you cannot play the sport by yourself. Oh, God. Like, you cannot. Like, you constantly have to be not a chicken. You gotta talk to people. You gotta talk to people that you don't even like. You have to be nice to people that you don't even like. Like, it all comes with that. Like, it's just called about being a good person, having good sportsmanship, and just having like that good mentality. Like, yes, it's hard. Like, yes, I could hit this person with my stick and hit them so hard that I give them a concussion, or you know what I mean? Like, if somebody really pisses you off on the field, don't make that face. Shut up, because I've seen how you guys play.
Now the thing is, like, I personally, when I'm in my flow state, I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm cursing up a storm. Like, that's when I'm in my flow state. I don't have to be angry. It's a controlled aggression for me.
I just let my
anger. I'm probably gonna apologize.
Yeah, no, for real. That's exactly what happens to us. Like. You can get mad in the moment. That's what I was like just about to say though. Like you can get mad in the moment, but just don't let that cause you to like, have a bad day, do bad things. Like, as much as you want to hit them, don't. Like you're just gonna ruin your own mojo. Like for real. That's what I was like about to get into. I wasn't about to be like, yes, you should hit them. Like there's always especially like, I mean, there's always ways to be like swifty on the field too if you really want to get somebody like back. Like, get back smart. Don't get back like, oh, I gotta hit them and type shit, or like after the game, like we're fighting. Like, no, always be locked in. Always be like calm and composed, because if you make one mistake, don't let that back you up. Like, that was a biggest thing too. It's like dreading on mistakes too, especially when you're new to something. Like, don't let that be the reason why you quit, the reason why you think, because then you're always going to wonder the what ifs. Don't wonder the what ifs. Push through until the what ifs are gone, for real. Because then that's how you create a better mentality for yourself. You create a better like, outlook for the sport. And then you turn to like really use it as therapy instead of like, I hate this shit,
Real.
especially because, and honestly, I'm so glad though that our coach though, he's not even bad at all. Like, he's a good person to talk to as well. Like, that's one thing too that could really fuck up your mojos if you have a bad coach. But we have two good coaches right now. We have other coaches too, but one is on maternity leave. But it's always about creating that good atmosphere, always creating that good outlet. Like, even if the coach is bad too, always be that teammate that's like, hey, if you want to talk, I'm right here. Like, and for real, like, not everybody has to be friends, but it's always good to have that outlet because, again, you never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's having a bad day. That's what our coach was talking to us about too. He's like, just because you're having a shitty day, doesn't mean like you should let it out on other people. Like, that's why I never try to let it out on other people. I just let it out on the field. Like, if I want to shoot aggressively, then that's what I want to do. It's never towards the goalie. It's towards the cage.
Indeed,
Right.
indeed.
True.
Yeah, no. Shit, I definitely had a few bad days.
Yeah.
I got into like 2 or 3 fights within the span of like 4 practices.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does.
Happens. But like, that's because I like, as you said before, like, you're not supposed to let the fact that you had a bad day out.
Mhm.
But like, that's my time to let it out. Like, I'm supposed to be laughing, joking,
Yeah.
cursing and shit. And it's like, that's my time to do that.
Yeah.
Cause I don't get a lot of time to do that.
Mhm.
So
Especially with the core.
yeah. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
God.
Guys, I'm a civilian. I don't even do half the shit that he does.
I don't even do a lot.
That's what, if we want to talk about real burnouts right here.
I wouldn't say it's burnout.
No, because there's this girl on my team. There's like a lot of girls on my team that are in the core. And like, I literally saw them, like, they wake up, like, I just feel so bad because like they have to do PT and then the same day they have to do lift and do practice.
That's the thing. I explained to my training command that, hey, I'm in season.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays.
I'm not up here. I'm
Do
not there.
Call me.
Yeah.
Because I am in season. One of the things, there's a few things that I want to do, but one of the things that I really want to like incorporate is like straight up like saying like, hey, in-season athletes should not be having to go to PT. Like, what are we fucking doing here? We work out all the time. Mandated workouts, lifts, running, cardio, practice.
And that's enough as is. Like, talk about real burnout. And then they expect you to wake up at 8 a.m. for a class. When you're waking up at 5 a.m. for, your PT. And then you're going throughout the whole day. I'm talking about for some girls, like, that do this stuff.
You sleep?
No, you sleep? You don't? Talk about pulling all-nighters, too.
Get into that bed, I almost cry.
Oh, God. The minute you go in, the alarm goes off to wake up again. Oh, God.
Hey, make a
cut to the clip with the...
cut to the guy. But no,
yeah, no, guys, but burnout is so real. That's why you have to really, if you need a day, like, express that you need a day. Take the time for yourself. Because I'll give a little backstory. Like, last week, I had COVID, and it was also, like, my birthday on Friday. But, like, and I was so upset in the beginning of the week. I was like, dude, there's no way I fucking got COVID. Second year in a row on my birthday. Like, fucking, I'm dealing with this stupid shit. Like, lacrosse is just starting. I feel like I'm being so set back. But honestly, when I just sat and thought to myself, I'm like, dang, this is actually really nice that I can just relax. And, like, all I have to do, like, honestly, the most I fucking did was go to the bathroom. That was my cardio. And, like, obviously it sucks, like, coming and returning to play. But, like, coaches will always understand once you communicate with them. Like, honestly, if you need that day, express that you need that day. Be like, I'm not mentally okay. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you, twin. Like, I think it might just be a football thing.
yeah.
But
I saw Trust me.
Yeah, I actually am just getting more accustomed to saying like, "Hey, I'm injured." Let's see the medicine. Twin. Yeah, no. I will pop a painkiller in a heartbeat.
God.
But I'm realizing how bad that is and how much of it I've taken.
Yeah, taking too much can damage your liver.
Me and the liver.
Especially with the type of concoctions you make.
Oh my god.
Switch, cut to a clip of somebody making a drink.
Shots of vodka.
Mr. Stiffenel.
Shake, shake. Shake, shake.
I'm gonna get my tender's license so bad.
You should.
I feel like it'd be funny.
You could, and then you could work at like Good Measure. I don't know.
Nah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't know if I'd be allowed to.
Why? Don't say because you're black. If you hit me with that card.
Because you're black!
Oh God, no! Because this is a very white area that we're in. By the way, like I hope people know that. Like I mean it.
Fuck. But no. Going back to on top. Well, no, we were pretty on top. But have you experienced like social pressure or feelings of isolation?
Yeah.
And how do you cope with those like aspects of being a student athlete?
Yeah, like especially like being somebody that's new on the team. Like yes, I know some like other people, but like just starting to meet everybody. Not everybody's gonna like you, and it's okay. Like not everyone has to like you. You don't always have to be liked. Like you have to just know your own flow and who you deal with, and like I said earlier, like not everybody has to be your friend, but at the end of the day, they're your teammate, and it's what matters what you guys produce on that field. But at the end, regardless, that's why there's team bonding and stuff like that. But I've been in I swear I've been in teams where they all have their own cliques and people are better friends with each other than others, or you're scared to share information because you don't know if it's gonna spread around or anything. But honestly, if you just relax and just go with the flow and don't really care, people will come to you. To be honest, just chill and be your own person. Don't change yourself for anybody. On God, because when you even realize that too, you're only here for a certain amount of time too, and then you're never gonna see any of these people again. And regardless, and if you do, then those are friends you've made for a lifetime. And if they're not, then you know who's taught you a lesson and who you need to be close with. For real, that's all happened to us, and it's happened to me. It happened to me actually more in high school, because it actually happened to me more last year too for lacrosse too, because I didn't make the team last year, and it was just the constant. It's people are talking about you. People are not willing to accept you because of this. People or even in high school, oh, she's ass, she's this, she's that. Unless you're the coach, you honestly have no room to talk. I'm being so serious. Yes, you could be a better player, but again, that's why a lot of people don't even go to D1 schools regardless of money, because there's also D1 athletes, coaches literally look for people that are are you willing to be that person to pick up your teammate and be nice? Because I don't know, it's it's nothing hard to be nice. Always kill them with kindness.
Indeed.
Yeah, you probably, I don't know if the mic picked up my stomach making that noise.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
If it did, it did. If it didn't, then that's weird that I just said that. And
if you want to what's the name? We're at the 47-minute mark. If you want to take a small break, we can.
We chilling.
Go to the bathroom, because I definitely need to.
Okay, then yes, we're not chilling.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Brief intermission.
What is? I know the hardest part is editing. Hey, hit yeah, hit him on it, okay, yeah. Nah, with the DMV, Nah, do the be more shit where they go breathe, yeah.
And we're back. Yeah. Yeah, no. We've been drinking a lot of water.
Cut to the clip of a waterfall.
Listen, I had a scrimmage. We have a scrimmage tomorrow at 1.
Oh, we got our practice. Oh, our practice ends right when your scrimmage starts.
Yeah. So like I've been trying to like keep my hydration up, trying to make sure I'm okay mentally, physically, and emotionally. Because like as like we're probably gonna mention on here is like there's a bit of stress that comes with it, and it might just be an inter squad scrimmage, but like I think of every single practice is extremely important to me.
Yeah.
This is an opportunity to actually learn things and like gain the experience that like I need. Because like especially nowadays, one of the things that we're doing compared to like other teams is like we're scrimmaging like almost every practice. Like every other practice we do a scrimmage. So it's like we're not just running drills. We're doing like actual situations, game time situations, to see like what we need to like, work on.
How to adapt to those things.
Yeah,
that's true. Because the same thing, at least for me, like regardless that our coach also tells us this too, but I treat every practice like a game. Because like if you're not giving that 100% in practice, then you're not gonna give that 100% in games. And like if you're not sprinting, if you're not burnt out, then that's why I feel like a lot of people do get burnt out because they're always putting in their 100%. That's why it's always, remember guys, recharge. Use your ATs, by the way. Always use your ATs. They are free here for you. Use them.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course, hit it.
Like, do you think the burnout is like a part of like what makes people tough? Or to be some more specific to like and more like actually to the question, like how does the toughness like for the culture and the sport affect your mental health and the ones around you? And how can we promote like more of a healthier perspective?
I think it's just all about creating a healthy environment. Because, like, we even had talks where, like, you know, people were saying rude things to people on the team and shit like that. And then we had a whole talk about, like, it's okay to have those uncomfortable conversations. Like, it's okay to be like, if something's bothering you, bring it up. Like, don't just sit there. Because, again, like, you know, your teammate, as much as, like, you know, you don't want to hurt their feelings, or, like, if they bothered you with something, bring it up, guys. Like, they're not God. Like, no one's going to hurt you. Like, you need to be tough within yourself and realize, like, take everything with a grain of salt. Always, too. It's good to have tough skin, but honestly, if it's worth something raising up about, there's always good to have great effective communication instead of yelling and saying, I'm going to beat your ass.
Yeah.
Because, yes, ass beating does get a lot of things done, but not most things. And especially, like, it just sometimes creates a lot of problems. But unless that person needs to get beat, then I did not say that, but you do as you please.
Do you have any, like, personal ways that
Myself?
you, like, try to create, like, more of a healthier environment for people to speak?
Like, even, I mean, just always being, like, especially, like, when it's silent and shit, like, or just being that, as much as awkward as it is, it's okay to be that hype man that's up 24/7. Like, talk, be good, like say congratulations to your teammates always, regardless of who they are, even if you don't like them. Like, it just makes you feel like a better person too. You're just... That's what he never said. Oh God, men can't do shit. But that was a long yawn. And I've never seen somebody cover their whole face when they yawn. I usually just go like, oh, was this like... I get it. But yeah, no. I don't know. It's because even me, like, I used to be very sensitive about a lot of things. You just have to realize, like, people are just people. Like, if you really take everything to your head, you're just not gonna live life like you want. Like, it's your life. Like, no one else is living it. You know, if something is bothering you, bring it up. If it's always good to create a positive environment, be like, hey, you know, regardless, I know you were giving me constructive criticism. Just like, you know, next time you could ease up on the tone. Like, I can understand shit without you having to yell at me. Then people understand that. And if they want to be rude about it, then that's when you could take it up to a higher authority or deal with it on your own, you know? It's always about, like, what can I possibly do to create this situation better? Not like, let me dread on this and let me be like, okay, this person was being a bitch to me, so fuck them, and I'm never going to pass the ball to them. I'm never going to do shit with them. Never have that mentality, because that's some people do, and it's sad. It really is sad, because it's like, you know what, even if you're like that here, I know that when I go back home, I'm happy. I don't have to deal with, like, stupid shit like that. Like, if you really are going to be that rude, then you're going to take that with you throughout your whole life. It's either going to affect you now, it's going to affect you later. And, you know, that's up to you. Especially, like, that's why I always say, like, you know, especially because people come from all different aspects. You don't know how somebody grew up, what they've been through. So, obviously, avoid, you know, tough topics, you know, but at the end of the day, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. And, you know, if it's constructive criticism, take it with you and then move on. If it's, something rude, address it. And regardless, or you could just be like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I don't really care what you have to say. And just keep playing. Keep playing your game. Keep doing what you got to do. See, at the end of the day, people just say shit that comes out of their ass. On God. So, like I said, people have bad days. Some people will say shit that they don't mean. And at the end of the day, if you really give them space, they'll come up and apologize to you.
Who hurt you?
Oh God, for real? Who? That I'd be saying that. I'd be thinking myself like that sometimes.
Have you or your peers ever felt a fear of repercussions for seeking help with mental health issues? And how can we break down this type of barrier? For you, at least.
No, I get that. I just feel like a lot of I'm gonna talk like overall and then myself. I feel like overall though, I feel like people are scared because if they feel like, they express what's wrong with them in like their brains and stuff like that, they'll either be deemed as crazy or like, oh, you're not in the best mental state, so you're not going to get playing time. Because a lot of people are like, okay, I'll just keep pushing through because I like this is the only thing where I can have this outlet in. But if you just keep pushing through, that outlet will just start to deteriorate to you. Like, you know what I mean? It's okay to talk about what's wrong. Like, it's okay regardless of your gender too. I feel like even for men too, they're so scared to talk about what's if they're having like, something wrong with them. Like personal experience, at least for me, like I used to suffer from OCD. Like, as stupid as that sounds, where people are like, oh, so you used to turn off the lights and like, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Yes, it's like silly like that, but like no, I used to have thoughts. It's like if I don't do this, then something bad will very happen, and like it was so bad to the point where like you really believe this stuff. It's really bad, and like you try to have a sport to do things and like be active, but then it's like at the same time it's just constantly in your head. But a great way is just honestly to talk to somebody, because the more you talk about it, the more you realize, like especially when you say these things out loud, you're like, this is just a thought. This is not reality. This is constantly like I am sometimes my own enemy, because you can really hold yourself back from success if when you do those things. It's always good to talk, guys, whether it be like, and talk to somebody that you trust. Even it can also be a random stranger, because sometimes it'll be easier for you to express your own secrets to a stranger that doesn't know shit about you than to somebody that you've known your whole life. I've seen people do that. Like I've seen people be like, "Hey, like, do you want to let anything off your chest?" Like, just come up to people on the street and they like let everything out, and they're like, "Thank you so much just for like allowing me to like just say this." Like,
to be honest, that's honestly something I've like wanted to do. Like I forgot who it was, but they would like bring an actual table.
yeah.
Into like the middle of the subway, and like bring like a mic, and they just have someone sit down and they just talk. And like it doesn't matter like what type of like environment it is or the scenery is. Is the fact that we're able to have this conversation, and like that's kind of like how I wanted the tomb to be. Because in all actuality, the tomb. You know what? I think it is time to explain that. So
on this episode,
yeah,
cray. Let's go.
So the tomb isn't actually like a physical place. It's wherever my heart is.
Yeah.
Like wherever my body is, wherever I'm going. Because like I have an understanding that like wherever I go, I can have any type of conversation. Like I'm gonna mention this later on as well, but these are the exact same questions that we did for part 1.
It's okay though.
Not a skip beat, but the difference is it's a different person, different experiences, different stories, different lifestyles.
Yeah.
Anything it can pretty much anything could be different. Yeah. But it's the fact that I allowed the opportunity for someone to like speak on it, because like you never know what they might say. You may never know what they might have experienced, whatever life they've lived, who they've met, like what they've done. But it's the fact that you gave someone the opportunity to speak, and that's like something that I've always like really, really like really loved about it, and that's what like kind of like one of the things that I've wanted to do with the tomb, because like quite literally it was just like I wanted it to be a situation where it's like I can do anything, like the mile with Matt, like one of the guys on the team. He's like, I want to be able to get like clip on mics and run a mile and we just talk. But like that's for shit I could do. Fucking cooking, like I'm probably gonna do an episode where like I'm making breakfast, dinner, and shit like that.
Side note though, this episode was supposed to be us playing lacrosse, but it's okay though because we're both burnt out.
Yeah.
And also to even tackle off of what you were saying, I'm sorry that I even cut you off, but what's a nice thing too is just even to talk to somebody is that you never know that somebody can relate to you, because you never know what's going on with people. Because you'll be so surprised. It's like, dude, I never knew you were suffering from that, or like, I never knew you were dealing with that. I'm sorry that I felt like you could never come up and talk to me. Like, you just never know. Everyone is just going day by day, doing their thing. But then when you actually say, hey, can I talk? And I've done that to my teammates before, and they've really like they really like sat down with me and like actually felt like they made me feel like I've had a voice, like I can say stuff, you know, regardless of like your position. That's what I also love about our team. It's like regardless of like how many years you've been on the team, whether you're a freshman, sophomore, senior, whatever, like you all have a place to like speak your mind regardless. Like, and that's nice though, like always speak up. Like even if the littlest thing is bothering you in your head, speak up, because you don't know. Like I swear to you guys, like the minute you let it sit, it will just sit there and it will constantly continue to grow like a tree. Like it will grow and it will grow and it will become bigger and bigger and bigger, that to where it creates this huge problem. Because even sometimes it won't even be like that. Like some days it'll just hit you out of nowhere and give you a panic attack and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, but just never be afraid. Even if you feel like you're not ready to talk, it's okay to journal this shit down and feel like if you're not okay with expressing it, be like, hey, to somebody that you trust or even, you know, a stranger that you felt like, you know, you are able to confide in. You could be like, hey, do you mind reading this? Like, this is how I'm feeling. Like, this is where I'm at right now. I just need advice. I need help. I don't feel comfortable saying it in my words, so I wrote it down. Could you please read it? Like, and that helps too, especially when you as a person write it down on paper. The feeling of like the weight on your shoulders like gets off of you a little bit, and it's like, wow, this is just a thought. This is not reality. I can either make it a reality, or B, I can do something about it to where it can just stop bothering me. That's why you have your peers. That's why you have your sport that you play. Like, let out your steam, guys. I feel like we as athletes, we just, you know, build all this stuff up in ourselves. Like, we think, like, because we're athletes, we have to deal with this. Because we're athletes, we have to do this. Like, you know, no. We are human beings at the end of the day. Like, we are not robots. We are not programmed to go 7 times a week to do this, this, and this, you know? But when you give yourself that chance to just relax and talk about, you know, the stress, just like how Tut's doing here. God bless you, by the way. Oh God, I actually really love this, for real, for real, for real, real. On God, it's just like it just gives you a chance to really be like, hey, this matters. We matter. Like this is just all about life and going through it, and like, you know, because the minute you don't talk about it, you're gonna have your sport turn to what you love to what you hate. It's just not gonna be a good relationship. Trust me. The you just don't delay things. Deal with them in the present to where they don't have to bother you later on. Because that happens to a lot of people. There are so many athletes out there that they were like, I wish I did this. I wish I did this. There's so many D1 athletes that had to quit because it was just too much in their mental health. And they knew that they had to pick their mental health over what they were doing. And those people,
like say it's like mainly the anxiety that's built up from like
I believe so.
not only just the game, the practices,
I think it's the pressure that people put to where they expect you to be like, you have to bring your best all the time. But knowing human beings, we have bad days, we have good days. We could even be having a good day and then we'll like it could be a playoff game, we're pumped, we're ready, and then we get a text saying that like so and so died or so and so something happened, you know? Things happen, shit happens, life happens, but you have to just remember to just keep pushing. Like things get hard, but I always like the way that I look at it, this is like my philosophy at least, when things get hard, the like it has to get bad before it gets better. Always. Because like it has to rain before there's a rainbow. Always. Cut to a
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker!
before it gets hard.
Yeah. Get hard! Get hard!
Stay fucking hard!
Actually right there. I don't know, they can't see it, but
Yeah.
it's his light.
Yes.
Oh, right there a little bit too, but
Yeah, we have sunlight
But yeah.
here. I really enjoy them. They honestly, when the lights are all, no.
Turn the lights down. Remember that dude
I
from
was
like?
listening to some Kendrick before I left.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you why, you take two strangers and put them in random.
It's like, what was the vibe I wanted to go for the day? It's like, don't get me wrong,
Nah.
I love me a little horn fest.
Yeah.
Like I was on some like chill shit like today.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, nah, this is gonna be some cool shit. And I was just like, you know what song? Sing About Me.
Mm.
Like, I was like, that was the first song I heard as soon as I turned my iPad on, and I was like, oh yeah, like this is the vibe for today. Like,
Song rec. Song rec.
It was real calm, and I was just like, yeah, this is a vibe.
Yeah.
This is what we going for today. I was just like cleaning my room a little bit, put my shit away.
There you go. And even the small things, like it could honestly even be like your environment and like what you're in right now. Like if you're in a shitty room, obviously you're gonna be in a shitty mood and you're not gonna want to do stuff. Sometimes it's like if you're like obviously laying in a pile of trash, you're gonna feel like shit. Like get up and be productive a little bit. It doesn't even have to be like, oh, I went outside, I ran a 10K, I donated to charity, etc., etc. It could be like I got up, I made myself breakfast, I made my bed. Type shit on God. Like those small things, it's always the little things. And it doesn't even like, I know people always like brag about that shit in the relationship, but like you don't even have to be a relationship to focus on the little things. Like your life, you do the little things, they will allow you to progress into the big things. Like in J Rotzi, there was I remember my captain talking to me about this book. It's called like Make Your Bed. They probably talk to you guys about it. Everybody fucking reads it. It's all annoying, but it's like the little things always matter to make the big things. Like, you start off by making your bed. Why is that such an important thing? Like, I made my bed. It looks clean. So when you come back later on, you're like, dang, it looks clean. I feel like I can actually be productive in here. I can actually do my work. Because that's why half the time people don't even study. They're like, oh, my room's a mess. I don't really feel like going down to the study hall. I don't feel like going down to the library. I'm going to just chill in here and, like, call it a day. Like, nah, like, see how Tut, like, fixed his room type shit? Like, this made him motivated to do the podcast type shit. Like, on God, like, otherwise he'd be like, nah, we got to do this another day. Like,
nah, there was one day where it was like I was genuinely about to like pass out. So I was supposed to record like 2 or 3 episodes within like last week. That did not happen. I even scheduled times to like record with people. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
But it was just like I was just going through a lot.
Yeah.
And I was just like exhausted. And I still am.
And that's scary too. Like, not even to cut you off, but like, a lot of people know him here as a happy person. Like, and like, that's the thing. People would have never guessed. It's okay to even ask. Like, always ask your friends, are you having a good day? Check in. And for us too, like, we're the type of friends that we don't even have to talk to each other every day. Like, we'll literally talk to each other like maybe a month or 2 after we've seen each other, and like we'll pick up right where we left off. Like, it's always like, I swear, like, he was even one of the only friends too that like actually texted me Merry Christmas. Like, as small as that was, that meant like the world. Like, for real, it's always the little things, guys. Remember, like, always check in, always like it. Like, even I know that we're going like topic after topic and maybe switching it up, but the amount of things that we're saying though, it all adds up to what the big picture is for real. Like your mental health, everything. Okay to ask questions. It's okay to to do the little things. It's okay to do these things. Stop being so harsh on yourselves. We are our worst own critics. No one judges ourselves as much as we do. Swear on God. What you're thinking in your head, no one else is thinking. They could be, but fuck them. On God. Do your thing. Like, the amount of times, I swear, because the amount of times that he's like, somebody probably told him, oh, that outfit looks like shit, still wears it. And then he goes outside and gets 10 compliments. On God, it could just be that own person's opinion. You never know, guys. Never, ever, like, let anybody put you down. Do you. For real. That's the motto. Do you.
Actually, is my shirt still green?
Nah. Nah. At least you got this mic though. It's still picking up what you were saying. Is mine green?
Yeah, as long as yours green, I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
I constantly worry about that. Audio issues.
Slay.
Yeah. We love them.
This is what a dorm podcast brings to you. But it's the best though.
Yeah, this is where my mental health problems began. But no,
that and the Amazon packages take it forever.
No.
Because they fired the Amazon guy. That's why a lot of people's packages were backed up for a while. On God, side note, I ordered a fridge and my fridge like took forever to get here, just because they fired the dude that was dropping off the Amazon packages.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you good.
Like,
you was just vibing.
No, like I be thinking like a new song and like what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
Cause I be thinking like to myself, I'm like I would love to sample certain songs.
Then just do it.
I forgot what this.
That was a side note. If he wants to sample a song, right here where it's at. Ye must be born again. Oh God. They might be a little controversial, but he makes great music. Yes, his mental health. Again, mental health. It is a little shitty, but music is great. I don't care what anybody says. The people that got the worst mental health bring out the greatest songs. That creativity flow. Okay.
So, can you share insight into how depression and mood disorders impact student athletes and strategies for managing these challenges?
So you want me to just express like what can happen when we express these things and like what we use to manage them?
Yeah,
Okay.
or just like your own experience. Like
No, yeah, oh God, because like I mean, especially like going from like being, an athlete that like practice every day and stuff like that. The real reason why I would get depression though is like I expressed earlier before, it's like not knowing, not doing anything. But again, these are all things you can change within yourself. You should never really get upset or focus on one sole thing and let that be your whole like reason why you quit if it's a thing that can be fixable, you know? Like, yes, I've had depression too. Like, it's normal, guys. Like, we all get depressed. We're humans. We can't be happy 24/7. There's a time and period where you just feel like you're in a rut all the time. But like again, you have good people around you. Always make sure that you're surrounded by good people that look out for you and that check in on you, to where you're not always feeling like that. I think for me at least that's what I mean. Like that's my outlet at least, or that's what I used to manage that. It's like having good people. Having my boyfriend was the best though. Like if I'm having a bad day, like literally a hug from him will mean the world, and that'll make me feel better. Like it's just even the small things. Again, it's always the little things and focusing on yourself and having great people to talk to. And it doesn't even have to be like you have to have a whole huge ass group. It could even be that one person. It could even be like a therapist on campus. It could be your own therapist. Like it's okay, guys. It could be even your parents. Like don't be afraid to even talk about your parents too, because they were teenagers once too. They've gone through shit themselves. Like they probably have gone through more depressive shit, because at least now that we have tons of outlets that we can use, like we have our phones where we can call our therapist. Like back then they probably didn't have shit. Like being so serious, like at least for like depression and mood swings too, I think is just giving yourself time. Like if you know you're just like not in a good place, give yourself space and really backtrack and be like, okay, where is the root of this coming from? And even if there's no root, like you just feel depressed, then that just could be like an imbalance in your hormones. That could just be you having a bad day. That could just be, anything. And that's when you really need to take the time and be like, hey, maybe I need a break. That's why there's a lot of athletes, like we were talking about earlier, where there's D1 athletes that just quit because it's just too much. They knew they needed a break. They chose their mental health first, and they're thriving now. Like, again, and we're not saying to like quit your sport or anything, but if you feel like that's necessary, listen to your body, listen to yourself, because you're more important. Like, and there's always ways to be engaged back in that sport, whether it not, always be an athlete. It could be a coach, it could be assistant coach, it could be, a YouTuber, anything. It could be on God, even like, what you see, what's his name? Speed. That dude went and played soccer in front of like everybody and then like got to meet Ronaldo. Like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't know if he even was a soccer player, but even like regardless, like, there's always like ways to go back into it. Like there was even this girl who she graduated from the University of Pittsburgh, and she was like a D1 athlete there. And after she graduated, she didn't go pro, but she still decided to keep in touch with her sport. As sad as that is, like a lot of people choose to go pro after they get out of college, or when they're junior or senior in college, they decide to go pro, whether it be like female sports or male sports. And not all of them do. There's other ways to get back into it. Like there was this one girl who was the head coach that's at UNC for field hockey. She used to be an athlete there, and she used to play, and then now she's the head coach. She still decided to stay in touch with it. She could have, went pro in some other league, went overseas, or did something. But yeah, that's why like people always keep in touch with their shit. There's always other ways to be in touch, whether or not you be on the team currently. Like, there's always ways to keep in touch. It's okay to cover your mouth and yawn at the sit because you're gonna make me yawn.
I just hold it in.
That's
I just hold it in. Like a
okay. Dude, my I feel so tired.
Burnt is an understatement.
No, like I feel like everybody is getting strep. Not that I have strep, but it's just like just being in the cold for like 2 straight hours when it's like 30 below really hits your sinuses, man. Constantly. Like I just need.
Amount of allergy pills and like.
I know. I just need to I need to text actually my boyfriend and tell him to pick up cough medicine and cough drops.
Oh me.
Yeah.
But no, you were like talking about your relationship and stuff like that. And it's like I really like want to settle down.
Yeah.
And I think about it quite a bit. Like I don't feel as though I'm where I need to be financially, but like I do want to like settle down. It's been a good amount of time. I feel like it'd be fun.
But listen, as much as like it's nice though, like as cheesy as this sounds too, it's always comes to you when you least expect it. I swear, like there's a point in time where like I was just looking for like that one person just to like, really appreciate me for me. Like, I think that's why like, people go crazy and people like, get drunk and do all those things and all that shit, whatever. Like it's part of life. It's part of the experience. Like, you know, but it's just everyone is just looking for that love, that like love to where like I can come home and I can be with that one person that appreciates me for me. And what sucks a lot is that because there's this stigma that like all men are shit, all men are stupid. There's always that stigma that like all women can't be trusted, stupid shit like that. But at the end of the day, you, like I said even before earlier in this podcast, you're your own person. You make your own judgment calls. You have the right, obviously don't keep your guard up 24/7, but when that person comes, you'll know it. And it usually stems from like having great friendships, to be honest. Like my boyfriend, I knew him last year and like I wasn't even into him like that at all. But then towards the end of the year, like I like started to have feelings and we just, talked and took it on from there. It's honestly, guys, it's like as much as you want it to, like, and they will be upfront with you too if they're the right person. If they're not, then they won't be upfront with you and you can tell. Because that's what's sad. It's like a lot of girls just stay because they're like, oh, he told me like he really likes me, but honey, it's the actions. He could be saying something, but he's not doing it. Same thing for a guy. Like she could be saying she likes you, but she don't call you. Like, just make it make sense. The math ain't adding up. I don't know what the hell is going on in the hallway.
I kind of want to check.
Me too.
Let's go check. You don't get to see. But you get to hear.
Yeah. Oh, it's hockey.
These niggas is playing hockey in the hallway.
Oh yeah. We're just picking it up on the podcast right now.
I was like wondering what was going on.
Should they come in and say hi to the podcast?
If they want to, but
Do you guys want to come in and say hi to the podcast? You think, bro? I saw it's the most is when you do those gorilla squats or anything and you just hear your knees crack. Like, I don't know if anybody heard that on the mic. But wait, yeah, you definitely heard that shit on the mic. My right knee just cracked. But yeah, no, side note, there was just people playing hockey in the hallway. And they're just having a great time. Yeah. But yeah, slay.
Yes. But no, what role do coaches and teammates play in your like supporting you, specifically you, and if you want to go into the overarching, you can.
Oh yeah. I just think like honestly like even today I went to my coach's office just to talk even about like a simple drill we were doing. Like and I even said to him as a joke, I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, you're probably gonna get tired of me coming into this office a lot. He was like, no, not at all. Like that's the thing. You guys think like like you'll be afraid to talk to your coach? Don't be. Ask questions, even if they seem like they're stupid. Ask people that have been on the team before. Ask. Like I've asked, like even people in my position who play my position. I asked them like, "Am I doing this right? Is like, can you do this? Can you do this?" No one has ever said, "Don't fucking talk to me," or like, "Figure out your fucking self." They've always took the time and said like, yeah, no, you do it like this or you do it like this. Just make sure you don't do this or do that. Even for my coach, this is always about like time and place. Like obviously, if he doesn't have time to explain it, then he'll explain it later. Or if I have more questions, I can just always come by his office. They never try to. They always make it a safe environment to where like, if you feel like you're fucking up, like, it's okay to ask questions. Like, and they always make it known too. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to be human. This is all normal, guys. Like, again, we're not robots. Like, yes, it's hard to tackle school and athletics, but again, it's like even, as much as you want it. Like, if it means something to you, then you'll tackle both and you'll figure it out. And that's honestly what we're doing. Like, oh God, like, we all don't have set schedules. Like, yes, we do for school and shit, but like, even for us, like, we just figure it out as we go. Like, if we're having a bad day, like, it doesn't bother me. It won't stop me from like going to practice. Like, I'll just be in a shitty mood, but then I know after I work out, I'll feel 10 times better. Like,
Either that or 10 times more tired.
yeah, and then if I feel 10 times more tired, I'll just take a nap. Like,
True that.
oh God, it's just like, as much as you want, and just it's up to you as a person. That's what I realized, like, as an athlete. It's you. It's really you. You have to take care of yourself as much as you're putting in. Like, yes, they're asking for a lot, but like, no one's putting a gun to your head and forcing you to do shit. It's all you. Because you know that you made a commitment. You don't want to let your whole team down. Because that would even be like a shittier thing to do. And not saying that it's shitty to quit the team. If you feel like you honestly can't stand it anymore, choose your health. Because that's on you. And no one's going to be like, what the fuck, she quit the team? Like, and even if they do, fuck them. You did it for yourself. Like, there's a lot of people who, like, I even know who used to be athletes last year that aren't athletes this year. And they're like, thank God I quit. Like, I feel so much better. I'm being so serious. Like, because there are some coaches that will make you hate the sport. Like, my high school coach, as much as he's like a great person, like, he just made basketball like shit. Especially because he benched me on my senior night, like, just because we were down by a little bit. And I'm like, bro, that makes no fucking sense. Like, it's the last time I'm ever gonna really play on here. Like that's just bullshit. It's just all about, and especially like when you have coaches like that, you have to know how to space yourself out. And like I said even earlier, to have those uncomfortable conversations. Just because they're in a position of authority doesn't mean they're always right. Like, it's okay to call people out. It's okay to be like, hey, what you said earlier, what you were doing, like, isn't right. Just because they're adults doesn't mean they're always correct. We're adults too. Like, what? Guys, at the end of the day, just live your life. Do as you please. Go to practice, go have a great time, because a season is only so long. You have days off. You have your times to chill with your friends and do things together. Just these experiences will never come back. And if you feel like, honestly, it's being too much for you, then choose yourself. It's simple, guys. There's always an outlet for everything. You just need the process and time to really think it out and talk it out. You shouldn't really result to, like, feeling like there's no hope in the world. Because that's never the case. There's people, like, dying,
You feel like you have, like, enough external, like, outlets to, like, reach out to?
Yeah, even if, like, I can't, like, I mean, even honestly, like, I'll actually be even honest, like, a lot of my really close friends don't even go here anymore. Like, a lot of them have left, and you know that. Like, a lot of, like, that happens to a lot of people. Your freshman year is never the same after. Like, all your friends, and, like, I will even say, like, maybe now, even my friends that still go here, some of them just drop me. Like, don't talk to me, and I've never done anything, and I always wonder why, but at the same time, I don't let that stop me from having a great day or having a great life. Like, yes, times and I'll be like, you should, like, why aren't you just talking to me? Like, what did I do? But at the same time, I'm like, you know what, screw you. Like, I don't really need you. Like, I have myself. I have, the people. Yes, it does get lonely, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember, like, you're here for a reason. You're here to get things done. Like, you'll be back home soon, and you'll be with the people that really love you and that cherish you, and that you'll be able to do the things that you want to do and be with the people that you want to be. There's even people I went to high school with that we were best friends, did everything together, don't even talk to me anymore. It'd be like that, guys. Like, and it's not you. Don't think it's you. It could be very much them. It could be that they go to college. They found other people too. Like, life is life. It's very rare to be still friends with the people that you grow up with. I swear. Excuse me, but at the end of the day, guys, like, always focus on yourself. Always. Because once you do, then everything else, like, goes into place and feels better. Oh my God, I hope I'm not getting sick. Because I was just sick.
I'm gonna say this right now. So, COVID is spreading again.
Yeah, I had it last week. I don't think I'm getting it again, but I hope I'm not getting fucking strep.
I hope I don't get it again. I don't think I got that in me though.
That was my third time having it too. It's so annoying, guys. Like, just fucking wear your mask. And if you're not gonna wear your mask and you have COVID, then just stay in your fucking room. Don't make it hard for the rest of us, please. Like, you don't even have to go get the fucking vaccine. Just fucking quarantine and respect other people, please. Because the more you spread it, the more people get sick, and the more it's not fun. Like, no one likes feeling like shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like this, like the whole COVID situation, kind of like really like brought to my attention. Like, if we ever had a zombie apocalypse, who would like lie that they got the infection or not? Like, it's actually pretty crazy. Motherfuckers get COVID and they'll be right in your face. And they'll like sneeze, cough.
Oh God.
Shit. And they'll be like, no, it's just
like no. I heard like when I had COVID, there was somebody in the core buildings that had COVID and didn't even wear their masks.
Yeah, there's a lot of situations like that.
Like, why though? Why are you trying to make it harder for other people?
Bro, it's not even. I don't even think.
Because people don't think it transfers. Like, yes, I know we look stupid wearing a mask, but like at the same time,
touch the niggas with your hands.
Exactly. Like, if you know you got it, just stay away from me. Like, type shit. Like, I know you want to be out and about, but if you're gonna be out and about, then be safe. Like, it's all about carelessness, too. Again, you can't have that as a person either. Like, you have to realize that there's a repercussion for everything. I swear. Man, my fucking knees are in shambles. Everything's in shambles. My thighs are in shambles.
I think I've been stretching my legs out when they get too tight. Any slight movement, I'm fucked.
No, bro, I can't feel anything.
What's
And Sodexo got my fucking stomach rumbling.
Yeah, no, we're fucked. Actually,
bro, Sodexo's not fine dining. I'm sorry.
Is dealing with this the way they like.
There's no way that chicken should be pink when they serve it. Chicken should not be pink! And it's either the chicken is too pink, it's either that the food is too salty, the food is too dry. I ate a waffle fry today. I bit it, it almost broke my tooth. I had to literally go like this with the fry, like to like fucking pound it down to show how hard it was. Woo! Guys, it is a Friday night at 9:15 and we are fucking tired. You think we're gonna go out and party? Like, I literally want to show people. Friday, February 2nd. Happy Black History Month, by the way.
Happy Black History Month. Yeah.
And also, happy leap year, guys. This is the 29th. We have a 29th. And the only reason why I know that is because we have a game on that day.
Bro, I'm fucking pissed.
Why, that it's a leap year?
Every day! Dog, I want you to understand. So I get paid on the 1st and the 15th.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll be like, yeah, bro, we better get paid quick. The extra day. But no, I'll be so happy on the 1st and the 15th.
As you should.
It's a great day.
That's the one thing motivates us too. Money. Oh God. Money be making us motivated.
That's money.
It's never mo money, mo problems. It's mo money solves my problems.
Indeed.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Indeed. So, one of the things that we went over, like, that was like kind of like a really big conversation. I don't know if it's gonna be as large of a conversation with you, but
especially because there was like 2 guys there.
No, it's not even that. It's because we're older.
Oh.
So it's more of just a thing of just like, how do student athletes cope with identity crisis, especially after retiring from the sport?
Oh, I can speak on that because I've retired from other sports.
Okay. Lay off.
I think it's very hard because like lacrosse wasn't even like, yes, it was my first choice last year, but even this year, like, I tried to play basketball again and the coach just didn't want me on the team because like they said that they had a full roster, and that just like made me feel like shit, especially like when I didn't play any sports my freshman year of college. Like, I was just like, what the fuck do I do now? Like, I have all this time on my hands, like I don't know what to do. And like, even going back into basketball, like, I realized, like, sometimes I don't have the same skills as I used to, and it pisses me off, because I'm like, bro, I used to be good, and you're constantly telling people, like, I used to be good, but, like, you're obviously ass, like, not saying that I'm completely ass, whatever, but I just don't have the same touch as I used to, And
That's the thing of not being able to practice like that.
And it sucks though. Like it does hit you because you're like, damn, I used to be like all about this. This used to be like the one thing that I wanted to focus on because like basketball was my main thing. Like I loved playing it. Like I loved being in the paint, bodying people, like getting it up, getting the and 1s, doing all that stuff. But it just like at the end of the day, I think the real way that I dealt with it is that either one, like I mean, like for me at least, like I just let it happen. I let time take its course, like because obviously COVID happened. Not everybody was like allowed to play sports, and like even when they were playing sports, it's like you had to play with a mask and shit like that. And I just didn't. Yeah, I didn't want to do that, and I was like, you know what, I'll just wait till my senior year. So last time I ever played basketball was my 20. It was 2021 to 2022. Like that doesn't seem that long ago, but it's crazy to say that was like 3 years ago. Like 3 years, it may not seem like a long time, but it can be. Like it's crazy because sometimes I think about it. I'm like, I wish I never I wish I still played. Like I wish I got recruited for it. I wish I did this. I wish. But don't be in your head, guys, for real, because it just drives you crazy. Like the sport is always continuing to grow, whether it be basketball, soccer, lacrosse, etc. Like it will always grow. It'll always be out there. There's even like people in their 40s and 50s that go play rec leagues, like and that play like softball on like fucking Sundays. Like there's always a time to go out there and get better. Like there's even in the core here, I noticed that they do like company basketball games. Yeah, which I think is kind of funny because I was out one day with my boyfriend. We were playing pickup, and they were out there doing that shit. But yeah, no, guys, there's always like, like I said, there's always like time to come back from it or do it. It does suck though. Like even thinking about it right now, it's like low key bothered me. But this is life, If it's not meant to happen now, like just chill and like it'll always be there. Basketball's not gonna get uninvented. Soccer ball's not gonna get uninvented. Like always be there. I mean, and if you think like you can't do it, that's just a mental block. You know yourself. You can do it. There is nothing that the human cannot do that they can't put to their mind and say to themselves, I can do this. It's all about mentality. That's why a lot of people get in their heads. I'm being so serious. It always comes back to mental health and everything because we get in our own fucking heads. We are our worst own enemies. Like, we just break that barrier and realize, like, hey, it's okay. Relax. You can be constructive of yourself, but, like, at the same time, give yourself a break. You're learning. Like, you're fine. Even if you just, like, left it and want to go back into it, like, or even if you left it forever, it's okay. Like, it'll always be there. Sometimes, like, I watch them and I'm like, bro, I wish. But then, like, it's okay. And not that I'm unmotivated to, like, go back into it, but, like, I put that motivation somewhere else now. I play lacrosse. And now I'm happy that I switched to it, to be honest. When one door closes, another opens. So that's what you always just got to be on the outlook for.
You got to close the door to open the window.
And don't jump out the window. Don't do it. Slay.
I was thinking about it.
I knew you were. You fucking weirdo. I know your dark ass, like the humor that you have, the dark ass humor.
That was a Tyler the Creator joke.
I know, but still. On God, though, you do remind me of Tyler the Creator. Did you see that one video that Lil Yachty got like the ice cream, the chicken ice cream, and he was and then he flipped the camera on him. He's like, no. I miss that dude. He needs to drop music too. On God, well, I like it when they drop all the music they wanted to. They made mad money and they out like that shit. I want to do that shit.
They drop music still.
No, but I'm saying like constantly. Like you know how like motherfuckers will always drop music like every
they do.
Year.
It's not as mainstream anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I actually made a song the other day, like a song that I really like, where it was Tyler, Yachty, fucking Rockies and that joke. Like everybody's it was a nice song. I think it's called TD. Oh my God, it's a great song. I think Yachty's verse at the end is probably my favorite.
I got a song to recommend actually. I'm about to put it up on here.
But we cannot put it on here.
We can't? Oh, side note though, I just went into Apple Music. Don Toliver just released a new song.
Oh, he released the album?
Bandit. He released a single. We about to listen to this off camera. This shit about to be fire. That man sounds like a angel.
I was hearing the snippets. I was like,
Him and Kali Uchis are so cute. I love that song where it's like, I won't say the lyrics. Never mind. I'll say the lyrics. It's like, sex full of adrenaline. The pussy puts you right to sleep just like a sedative. Not to sound conceited, I'm the one to brag. But I'm the pioneer. You know that song?
Yeah.
That shit is fire. Her voice is just so.
It's a beautiful voice. Beautiful voice for a beautiful woman.
Oh God. Isn't she pregnant? Oh, they about to have cute kids.
Speaking of that, what's the name?
I hope. Whoa.
No.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Pause.
I was like thinking about all this. Like somebody, like I think it was like a TikTok. Either that or someone brought it to my attention the other day. But like when people would be like, "Yeah, no, we're trying for a baby." You try? No, you fucking.
Who's a freaky ass?
And then it was I've definitely heard that more than like I can count. And like I didn't really register that until like I got older, and I'm like, oh, they just going in.
Especially when they say birds and the bees.
Fuck a birds and the bees. Oh my God.
Fuck a bird and a bee. I'm trying to get with me. Okay. I like the shoes too. Ow! I just hit my fucking patella. Ow! You know how when you hit your elbow, you hit like the weenus and it like hurts. I don't know. It's like the weenus of the patella.
But so we are at an hour 34.
Okay. You satisfied or you want to keep going? I don't care.
We can keep going. We're going until 1:40. We did 2 hours on the last episode.
Okay.
We'll go out until like 1:40 because I definitely gotta piss again. Unless you want to take a brief intermission and come back.
Brief intermission.
Brief intermission.
You the real Dracula.
Spider webs.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no. I'm a demon.
Yeah. He said what?
I'm a demon, but like Jesus Christ. Also, this is not on recording. This is for the bloopers. I might add this.
No, we
as
should
a
add
joke.
this. This is funny.
This will probably be in the commercial. Fuck around.
Fuck around, find out. Some bitches who were watching this want to find out. They gonna be up in the comments.
Nasty ass nigga.
Now they gonna be like, let me have a try.
Oh my.
I'm trying to see what that be like right there. Look, be that.
God.
You wanna try it out on me?
You're sick. But no, okay, so. Words. I'm so cooked. Add it to the counter. Jesus Christ. What the fuck were we talking about?
We were just talking about the last question you had asked was about an identity crisis.
Yeah.
But we already covered the answer on that.
Yeah, what's the name? Can you like share some experiences where you were like dealt with like injuries and setbacks and shit like that?
Yeah, actually my senior year I pulled like a muscle in my thigh and I had to get this thing. Which
and he makes a little move right here. And that's when it goes. You can see he makes that cut and feels it on his right.
Bro, I didn't even know. Like, I never knew there was something called a thigh sleeve. I swear, like, I know there's leg sleeves, arm sleeves, whatever. Just never knew there was something called a thigh sleeve. I had to wear that shit. As weird as it sounds, that shit actually helped.
Bro,
Big time.
so like the same thing happened to me my sophomore year. Oh my, because it wouldn't stay up. It wouldn't stay up. So like what they would do is they would like get the tape and like try to tape it to my leg.
Oh God.
Because I'm like,
or oh my God, was even worse. I'm sorry to even cut you off. I used to be a goalkeeper my freshman year. My thumbs used to go back and they would fucking, or like my fingers would always get jammed. On God, they had to tape that shit. Or right before my game as a goalie, they used to tape my thumb so fucking tight I couldn't feel it, like, at all. But I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Even now, like, my knee fucking hurts, but I use, you know how, like, motherfuckers will always put, like, that little piece of, like, wrap under their knee? I don't do that. I have, like, an actual thing. But I don't wear it more than I have to. Like, if it's bothering me, I'll wear it. Because actually, if you wear it more than you need to, it will actually, like, cause you to have an injury. I've heard that, like, where it actually, like, if you wear it more often than you need to, it's not helping you at all.
Maybe that's the case.
For real, sometimes you can create your own fucking, probably your own injury, to be honest.
Self-induced tendonitis.
On God. Just from walking up the stairs.
It's horrible!
It is hard when everything around this campus is, like, fucking stairs. Shout out to the people that live in Dalrymple. On God. Me last year. That's a workout walking up those steps.
That is not that bad.
Nah, it's bad when you live in that building, bro. Every day, every night, especially after, like, if you have, like, such a bad lift. Like, I'm not saying, like, not a bad lift, but, like, if you had such an intense lift. Like, it's nice living in South because it's right there. Like, I just walk to it. Like, I don't even mind going up the stairs in South. It's just going up those steps. And then let's say, because half the time the elevator wasn't even working in Dahl, like, this year. I just feel bad for people that especially if you live on the 5th floor, you gotta walk up all those steps, too. Like, you telling me that shit not tiring?
My lazy ass gonna sit on the 3rd floor and catch my breath.
Oh, God.
Fuck a breath! But no, Jesus Christ. Like, I be thinking about that shit all the fucking time. It's like how, like, setbacks and shit like that. Like, for me right now, like, I'm having leg injuries out of that ass. Oh, my God. First, it was a bone bruise in my foot. Then it was an ankle thing. Then it was a shin thing. Now I have tendonitis. What's next?
Bro.
Jesus Christ.
My setback right now actually mainly is my lungs, though. Because of, like, of COVID last week. Like, I get so gassed so quickly. Like, I will literally run one down the field. My heart rate will already be up at, like, 190.
Hey, trust me, when you get the more rings, you would be like, oh, my God, I almost died.
Oh, God. But no, I just keep pushing myself to a proper pace, though. Like, yes, I sprint, but, like, you have to remember, like, do not push yourself to the point where you're going to pass out. Like, and then when you want to work on your, you know, your conditioning, just, like, go run a mile. Go run, like, you know, it doesn't even have to, it could be a paced mile. It could be, like, a fartlek run. It could be, like, anything. It could be, like, a mile where you run one lap and then you rest for, like, a lap. Or, like, you walk one lap. Like, at your pace, guys. For real.
Who the fuck decided to name it a fartlek?
I know. I never understood that. The first word fart, last word lek. That has nothing to do with I have to sprint one lap and then jog 3. Or jog for 3 minutes. It's sprint 1 minute, jog for 3. Do it 20 times. For 20 minutes, I mean. Not 20 times. 20 minutes. So technically you get 5 sprints in. So, you should be fine, though.
True that.
It's good, though. It's a good way to condition. I probably might do that shit on Sunday.
Indeed. Maybe I'll join you.
And the same thing as an athlete, like, as much as you don't want to do these things, you know you gotta get it done. So that's why you put it first. Put the thing first, because you know you're gonna appreciate it later. Because you know that if you don't do it now, then you're gonna do it in the middle of the week, and you're gonna feel like shit in the middle of the week. Oh God, that's why, guys. I think that's why a lot of athletes, like, get in their own heads, or, like, things happen to them, because, like, again, like, backtrack to even the first question, like, you know, management, time management, everything. Like, you need to prioritize things. Like, for real, we're all adults. We're, you know, this is not an extended stay hotel. For real, like, a lot of motherfuckers be treating it like it's an extended stay hotel. On God, like, we're here to get shit done. If this is not my queen size bed at home, I don't want it.
Stand on business.
Always.
For real. Step on that bitch. Yeah. I feel bad for my downstairs neighbors. Oh my God.
I felt bad when they was playing hockey outside. They definitely fucking heard that shit.
Bro, the people they don't hear it outside, but they hear everything from my room.
What you mean?
The people that live downstairs, honestly, one of them, it was their birthday.
Yeah.
And I said happy birthday to them, but I like later that, like, the evening, I linked with somebody, and I was like, and I thought to myself, I'm like, oh my God, this is so bad.
Nah, bro. It's part of the college experience.
No.
It's okay.
There's got to be some
It's
sort
part of life, bro. On God. Like, you think I want to, like, go down the hall and hear people fucking? I just don't pay attention. Half the time people don't pay attention. Right now, my thumb is hurting me because one of my teammates like accidentally whacked. Like when I passed the ball like this, I clashed with her stick.
Do you want an ice pack?
Nah, I'm chilling. They
There's
probably
an ice pack in the fridge.
No, it's okay. It'll probably turn blue tomorrow, bro. My knees are purple.
Do you want ice packs?
No, I know. I'm just saying like that they're purple. I'm just saying like yes, we put our bodies through so much shit.
Oh my god.
No, I don't want an ice pack. I'm good though.
You're okay. But no,
I'll probably grab one before I leave, just not right now.
So now we're going into like the more business aspects.
Mm-hmm.
But how do the NCAA and institutional policies currently address mental health in sports, and what improvements can be made? I don't know that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know it either, but I feel like, to be honest, I do like. Yeah, I don't even just watch lacrosse at the D3 level. Like sometimes I'll mostly watch at the D1 level, obviously, because you want to learn and shit like that. But as much as I don't think it's the NCAA that outspokes about it at all, because I don't think I've ever heard them outspoken about anything unless it benefits them really. I think it's more of like the school. Exactly. I think it's more of the school and the coach and the people. Like that's it. I don't think it's that institution at all. That institution wants to make money, bring a ring, what can the best team do? Like in March Madness, have you ever heard them say, let's talk about mental health week for like the March Madness? I'm being so serious.
No.
Exactly. Like,
but what I would say is that there are situations where they do mention the fact that, hey, this person needs to like take a break for mental health.
yeah.
They need to like step aside
Mm-hmm.
because like mentally it's just not really helping them anymore. It's kind of hindering them and hurting them.
Yeah.
Because there are those moments where it's like you kind of can't bear the weight anymore.
Yeah.
And you need to take a break, even if it is like for a short period of time or for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like taking that time for yourself and like being able to take that break. But going into the next question, like what advocacies and efforts are like underway to promote better mental health and support and like student athletes? Like,
I think. Oh, you did you finish the question?
Yes, I was just gonna like say something really quickly.
No, you're good. Say it.
So like me personally, at least, like being able to like have like outlets and like being able to like have people to speak with, like I don't ever want it to come to a situation where it's like I make someone uncomfortable to the point where they can't speak regarding like their issues. Like I try to set up at least my life to be able to be like, yeah, no, if you want to talk, we can talk. Like even if you don't even want to talk, one of the things
we can sit in silence.
Yeah, like one of the things that I actually saw this on Instagram. This lady put me on game where she was like, you have 3 options. I can give you a solution, I can give you distraction, or we can just game about it and just let it all out. Which is very, very true. Like you can do all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's like I interact with people a lot like that way. It allows them to like choose like how they want to like conduct this argument or this conversation.
I think that, at least for me, I think one is just breaking that barrier that mental health is not a real thing. Because a lot of people will be like, I'm fine. And then the next day, they're not there. As sad as that is to even say on such like, but this is real shit, man. Like, if you're not fine, express that you're not fine. Like, again, like we talked about earlier, like, just express yourself. Talk to a trusted person. There are counselors out there. No one is going to share your business. By law, they cannot share your business. Like, for real. Like, you are already in confidentiality. I think it's just, pushing yourself to want that help. I think it's as, like I said even earlier, for us as humans, is as much as we want it. Do I want to get myself out of this rut? Do I want to do this? It's even like those people who like, get overweight and they're so depressed, but there's even times where like there's nobody there to tell them like, I'm gonna help you or anything. They just do to themselves, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go to the gym. Or even it could be their doctor telling them, hey, if you don't have a wake up call, you're gonna die. Like I think when it comes face to like that's why it's so sad that humans will always wait to the last resort to fix a problem. No, it should be right at the very beginning. You see yourself deteriorating, pull yourself back and just, fix it. Like, honestly, like right now, I feel like shit. If I feel like shit tomorrow, I'm going to email my coach and say I can't come to practice because I feel like shit. Like, I feel sick. It's the truth.
What if there are those situations where it's like they can't pull themselves out? What would you say?
Then I feel like, you know, we as their friends, you know, because there's no way that, I'm sorry, like I get people say that they don't have friends. There are people everywhere, like all around, always looking. Know the signs, guys. Know the signs. Like, as much as even somebody says like I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, like, you know, and if they don't want to talk, then I'm sorry, but at the end of the day, like, you know, you tried. And again, as sad as it is, like, that's on them. Like, you shouldn't then have to worry and fuck up your own mental health just because somebody else is scared to talk about theirs.
True.
It's sad to be like, yes, I gotta be selfish, but like, there are so many resources. There are so many like things to do. Life is too short to dwell on certain things. Yes, we all go through tough times. I've gone through tough times. I've gone through like times where like I felt like I wouldn't even get out of shit. Like, but I got out. It's what makes you stronger. And like I even said earlier, like, you know, obviously not everybody believes in God, but like whatever you believe in, you just have to know that whatever gets put in your way can only make you stronger, and what was put in your way, you know, it was put in your way for a reason, because or you know, whatever you believe in knew you could handle it, you know. I'm just saying, like, it's just all back to square one. Always back to the little things. Notice the signs, notice everything, and just relax. Life is too short, man. Like I said, the sport is meant to be fun. It can be stressful, but when you force it to be stressful. Because if something is really bothering you, coach is always there to be like, hey, coach, like, this shit's stressing me out. Stressing me out that I can't get this. It's stressing me out that, like, you know, I'm trying to come back to this and it's just not working. It's stressing me out that, like right now, it's stressing me out that, like, I just recovered and I thought I was getting better. Now I feel like shit. I feel sick. That's stressing me out right now, but life is life, you know. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go take medicine and I'm gonna try to get better. And if I feel like shit, then I'll deal with it right then and there tomorrow. Like, simple. Or I can just go to my coach and be like, hey, I can watch practice, but I just feel like shit. Like, if I play, I will further hurt myself. Like, I'm being so serious, especially after like a full week of practicing. Like, it's normal, guys. Like, we will feel like shit. Our bones will hurt. Everything will feel sore. But we'll be grateful for everything at the end of the day. Whether it be mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Just remember to be aligned with yourself and enjoy that day off. And, you know, obviously it's good to spend time resting, but do something beneficial that aligns you back up. Whether it be talking to God, talking to your friends, you know, journaling. Just be human and do you. You know?
Indeed.
It's just, life is too short. You know, enjoy it. I noticed that, like, it makes you think that too, because, like, you're so far away from your family, like, and it's like, dude, and I know it's not like you're gonna disappoint them, and if they think that way, then you know who to really talk to as well. Like, yeah, I know we don't all have the best families, but at the end of the day, just remember why you're on this earth, what you're meant here to do, whether you're supposed to be an athlete or not. Like, you got it. Just keep pushing through. I'm
gonna end the podcast on like this quote that Joaquin put me on game to, and I tend to like come back to it a lot. I think I've come back to it at least 3 or 4 times now on this podcast. But he was like explaining how it was like, you can like disappoint them, but you can't disappoint yourself. Like, at the end of the day, you have to live with the fact that you had to do what you had to do. You had to live what you had to live through. And yes, it's hard, but like, it's up to you to decide like what is your limit, what's your breaking point, and how far are you willing to go. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, this shit is hard. Like,
yeah, hard.
Like, I didn't even, like, on this episode, like, I didn't even really get into the whole core for real.
It's
but, like,
okay, though.
It's fine.
Part 3?
But, like, that's the whole kill. And, like, I don't even really think I need to for real. At least for right now. Maybe another day. I don't think you even need to, because, again, the core does not define you. I know. What's the name? But, like, there's, I think I'm just going to put into another episode that I really want to talk about. But, like, I wanted to talk about it with my younger brother. I had like thought of like making it a while back, which I really enjoy that I thought of it, and I already wrote the script up for it. But like, it's just something that like kind of sits with me.
Yeah, and then when you're back with your people, you can do that. Oh God, because especially
Jolly.
I don't want to, have an interview with somebody that is also in the court, but I want to specifically talk to this person about it. When you know that, and it's going to create great content. So.
I know. The thing is, so like when I'm like making these videos, like yes, I do think about that, but like to be honest, like if I can't get that person that I really, really want, then I'll find a way to get someone else. Yeah. And like yes, it's kind of sad, but it's just the way it goes.
Life is life. Not everything will work out the way you plan it. Remember just to keep persevering.
They have to cut 2 people's hairs tomorrow.
It's okay. Life is life.
It is what it is.
And just remember to constantly do you. Keep pushing through. Have those mental health days. Choose yourself when you need to. Remember to just live life because life is too short. Don't be stressing about the small things that can always be fixed. You got this. For real.
For real ski.
And we ended on that.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm so burnt. Jeez,
DMV. I'm so burnt myself. Ooh.
I gotta close.
My bad.
No, you're okay.
My bad.
But no, as I always say, I hope there's a Lost Any podcast that everyone could love, learn, and accept, and be able to spit on, and tell their stories. But it's okay. I'm just tired of shit.
Guys, we both are. We have long days.
But I really hope that this is something where everyone could actually be able to like speak on one day, like or feel comfortable speaking on. Because I hope that one day like it could be more of a public thing where it's like quite literally I just set up a mic in the middle of a fucking loud ass area and just talk.
Your dreams will come true. It'll turn into reality just as much as you want it.
True. But you gotta let it do that.
There you go. Life is just life.
Indeed. But as I always say, and what I will always continue to say, Avidase, ciao, bye. I'll see you all. Love you.
You are so confused.